Can It Be Done? This is the series where we take your favorite anime characters and video game characters and we test their yo-yoing abilities to see if they could be done in real life. Today, Killua Zoldyck, you're up to bat. For those of you who don't know, Killua Zoldyck is a character from an anime called HunterXHunter who uses a yo-yo in the Greed Island arc of the show. After observing and watching the arc, I've realized that Killua does a couple of things differently than most yo-yo players would do. He tends to have his yo-yo tied to his bicep, which is an improper way of having your yo-yo tied to you. Nevertheless, I wanted to give it a shot to see if this was actually doable, if you can actually perform tricks with the yo-yo being tied to your bicep as Killua does. Upon my investigation, this is actually quite difficult to do tricks with it tied to your bicep, mainly for the fact of catching the yo-yo itself. Performing the tricks are as normal. With a longer string, it works out. You can still land the string tricks and you can still do a couple other things as well, but when it comes down to actually catching the yo-yo afterwards, that's where you run into some trouble. Upon observing the fight, I've noticed that Killua tends to throw the yo-yo sideways, and I think that is primarily due to it being tied to his bicep and he only can throw it in a horizontal angle properly. This fight is actually quite short, and unfortunately this is the only time in the anime when Killua actually uses the yo-yo, so this is all we really have to go off of. After carefully observing the tricks, I've realized that majority of these tricks are basic yo-yo tricks. Like I said prior, the 3-beat around the world is a doable trick. The hardest part is just getting used to using both your hands, but this is a pretty easy trick that you can learn quite fast. And there's other ways that you can cheat it with, like sock poi or different skill toys as well. The next ones that I see is his horizontal throws when he's using the yo-yo to attack over a tree or try to catch the enemy off guard from flanking from the side. Those are quite easy as well from just throwing horizontally in general. An initial thing that I see with Killua and a lot of the thumbnails referring to him in the yo-yoing is where he's holding the yo-yo like this, sideways, on his arm. That's actually just a finger grind that he's keeping stable in one spot. This is actually quite doable as well. He's using weird arm angles, but like I said, that's primarily due to him having the yo-yo tied to his bicep, and it's harder to actually, function and throw it around normally. But the trick is actually just a regular finger grind. This trick is also easily replicatable with a metal aluminum yo-yo with a nice matte finish that can grind on your hand or your finger, or depending where you want to grind. You can do thumb grinds, finger grinds, or the popular DNA horizontal finger grind. Going into this, I didn't think a lot of these tricks were actually going to be doable. I was quite surprised to realize that most of these are really basic and easy tricks. I thought a lot of them were going to be scaled up for dramatic effect, but honestly, I had no trouble doing any of these tricks whatsoever. So I give Killua the green check of approval. These tricks are possible to be done. Guys, who should I check out next on the next series of Can It Be Done? Should we dabble in video game characters, cartoon characters, or should we go into another anime character? Comment down below who you think should be the next person featured on the Can It Be Done series. And until next time, guys, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'm Noel Vermillion. Take it easy, guys, and peace out.